If she tells you any of these 10 things, leave her immediately for your own safety. The pinnacle of Stoic life lessons is remaining composed and stoic. This Zen Buddhist essay on self-actualization has a lot to say about Stoicism in the modern world. When your partner has said anything that has hurt or confused you, it's clear that it's time to put your first. If she tells you these 10 things and leaves today, we'll look into the 10 indicators that your spouse is acting disrespectfully and with love include. You're ready to take control of your life and ensure that the person you're with truly appreciates your experiences and thoughts by letting us know in the comments section below. If this article, your insights may help others in similar circumstances stay informed. Please hit. Let's examine the bell symbol and the video with further Stoic life teachings. The truth and safeguard your happiness first. I don't require a. When a woman says, I don't need a man, it's a huge red flag. One of the first, I don't need a man. That, despite its initial appearance as a declaration of independence, you should regard seriously draws attention to a more significant issue. She was unable to think well of you, or the recognizing the role you play in any relationship is fundamental. Need not merely a want, as this remark implies that she may not understand or appreciate your help or presence. Like Maris Alia said, if you staying in a relationship will influence how happy you are in life and whether you feel undervalued, will inevitably lead to melancholy and dissatisfaction being necessary is essential to a man's identity. So you instinctively want to satisfy the need to protect and support your spouse does not mean to promote reliance, but rather to fulfill your role in a cooperative partnership. If she states clearly that she doesn't need you, but it's clear that she won't allow you perform these roles, which will force you to feel unneeded and worthless, this imbalance may erode your feeling of purpose and value. According to Stoic views, everyone should strive to live a life of purpose and contribute to a joyful collaboration in which both sides support and depend on one another, creating a dynamic and healthy. Therefore, if she doesn't need your assistance, the chances are this imbalance is detrimental to your mental health and is not in your favor. Once said that we suffer more frequently in our dreams than in real life, because the reality about mental health is that being underappreciated in a relationship will cause severe anguish. Thus, it's critical to understand this warning sign and have the courage to depart. You're making room for someone who truly values respect, in addition to upholding their own dignity, values, and desires you. And this Stoic attitude serves as a reminder that contentment is a choosing. The correct persons to join our lives is crucial to our outcome and well-being. It is not cowardly to abandon a connection if you're not loved, but adopting the Stoic life philosophy is a brave step towards true happiness and self-preservation. It highlights the importance of mutual reliance and respect in partnerships. Understanding Stoicism and using its principles to your daily life can assist you in making DEC choices that lead to a more balanced and satisfying life. Never forget that you are worthy. A spouse who values your contributions and recognizes your significance, ensuring a happy. The second relationship is with my pals, which is supportive and mutually beneficial. First, pay close attention if she tells you that her friends are more significant than you, and regrettably, this comment makes her priorities clear. Prioritizing one another is essential for you to be at the top of the list. Maintaining a friendship is essential for both people in a healthy partnership. Second, my friends are more significant. Establishing a strong and supportive bond when your partner constantly puts her friends first over you, you ought to be regarded as their main confidant and friend.
Shows a lack of commitment and consideration for the partnership. Whether it is beneficial to keep a relationship going, having a stoic attitude allows us to recognize our worth in circumstances where you consistently feel inferior to us and deny us what we deserve. It takes courage and self-respect to be in a relationship when you feel inconsequential. Do you share this viewpoint for your pleasure and well-being? If so, do leave a comment so that we can connect with others who share your opinions. But remember that respect is the basis of a fulfilling relationship. If she refuses to prioritize you, then if you both need love and to prioritize each other's needs, you should respect yourself enough to move on and locate someone who is willing to do it. You want a partner who sincerely values and respects you to ensure your long-term. The third number a lady tells you is that you need to change for your enjoyment and well-being. A glaring red sign that should prompt you to reconsider is that you need to change. The nature of your relationship, because it appears from this comment that she is not. She wants to change you into her ideal self rather than accepting you for who you are. This is not at all a healthy representation of the kind of partner you should be. You need to change is number three. Loved being accepted for who you are instead of feeling compelled to be the great Stoic by first knowing yourself, then living out someone else's ideal. Epicure, a philosopher, suggested dressing if she insisted on changing. Thus, it's a sign that she's more enamored with a phony image of you. Compared to you in real life, this absence of acceptance, which may also have a detrimental effect on your sense of self-worth. Consider your own identity, your personal qualities, and your shortcomings as a spouse who, when she says you need to change, she will truly love you for who you are and accept all of these aspects of you. Telling someone they're not good enough as they are is like telling them you're not what they want you to be, which can make you feel inadequate and diminish your own worth. Everyone is deserving of a partner who truly loves them and values their true selves. Let's apply this to a modern scenario. Think about a colleague who is always trying to change how you approach employment. Initially, you might try to adapt, but this ongoing push to alter could eventually exhaust you and make you question your own abilities. Similarly, continuous demands for relationship change can damage your confidence and sense of self-worth. So why stay in a relationship if you're not appreciated for? Think about your true self and what it would be like to be in a relationship where when you are with someone who loves and accepts you, you are valued for who you are. Isn't it more satisfying to accept you for who you truly are? These are important questions that can help you reflect on the status of your relationship, as the Stoic method teaches us to cherish our individuality and never settle for anything less. Marcus Aurelius asserts that if you offer someone your thoughts, they can color their soul. It is inevitable that you will begin to doubt yourself if you give in to someone's constant criticism and pressure to change. Understanding of Stoicism nowadays by understanding that it requires courage and self-control to be fully welcomed by someone. Leaving a relationship where you are not accepted for who you are is essential for your own self-preservation. General well-being and Stoic satisfaction. Remember that your contentment and sense of value are also. It's crucial to make sacrifices and seek for a partner who accepts you for who you are, supports you as you work to improve yourself without trying to exploit it, to change the foundation of who you are now, and you'll find a truly fulfilling collaboration that upholds Stoic principles. The fourth claim is that I'm not. When she says, I'm not ready for a relationship, she's being honest with you. She can't acknowledge that this is more than a connection. Making a lighthearted remark shows that your partnership objectives are essentially different. Lack of harmony, whether as a result of unresolved emotional issues, or her remarks make it seem like she doesn't envision a future with you or has obligations. It's clear that she doesn't want to invest the time and energy. Marcus Aurelius. It has been noted that sustaining a relationship with someone is necessary for a connection to be meaningful. I'm not ready for a relationship, is the fourth statement. The caliber of your thoughts, which ultimately dictates how contented your life will be. You are wasting time and positioning yourself for failure if you are not prepared. When she claims she's not ready, consider the kind of spouse you truly deserve. One who is equally as happy and committed to the relationship as you are. She is waiting for her to change and is not entirely devoted to you or the relationship, even though she believes it is a futile endeavor. Mutual willingness is required. If she isn't ready to share her life, encourage one for a good relationship. Another and develop together. But she won't provide you the security and dedication you need to consider whether you want to be with someone who wouldn't be willing to put in as much effort as you do. If so, kindly reply. If not, please keep in mind. According to Seneca's insightful observation, the poor man is not the one who has too little. Rather, it is the one who longs. Expecting more in relation to partnerships. Hoping for a deeper commitment from in today's world, an unprepared party can only lead to dissatisfaction. We usually have to balance a lot of responsibilities and distractions that make it easy to overlook relationship warning signals. But you are ultimately responsible for your own well-being. It's crucial that you recognize and react to these signals with respect. You should be self-sufficient enough to let her go if she isn't prepared to commit. With someone who appreciates you and is eager to begin a future with you, not just does it disrupt your peace of mind to wait for someone to be ready, but it also prolongs your suffering. Therefore, listen carefully to what she says, that she treats them seriously and isn't prepared for a relationship. She's looking for someone. You have the self-respect to refuse to settle for someone who isn't willing to make the commitment. Investing in a shared future with this approach not only guarantees your happiness, but also upholds the Stoic principles of purposeful work and self-respect. The sixth saying in existence is that you don't earn enough money. The fact that you don't make enough money is an obvious red flag that shouldn't be ignored. This statement, indicating that she values worldly fortune more. Rather than on your moral character, your life's work, and your relationships. By focusing on your money, she isn't learning who you really are. But this indicates that she may, instead of determining your worth just by your financial status, consider what you have to contribute. Seneca once said that a man is not impoverished if he has more material resources than personal attributes. Too little. Instead, he is impoverished if he has an overwhelming need for. The fifth statement is, you don't make enough money. More could manifest in a relationship, such as prioritizing money above meaningful interactions. You work hard and deserve recognition for more than just your hard work on a daily basis. When a woman tells you your pay, she's essentially tying your worth to it. That you don't earn enough, it can instead make you feel inadequate and undeserving. You need a partner who respects your work, your values, and your attributes. That shape your own self and endure far more than any financial fluctuations, since money is transient. But the qualities that make you a good guy endure if she is fixated on your pay. She is leaving out the most crucial component of your true worth. Consider how you would feel about your value if a relationship's foundation was, wouldn't one's financial circumstances jeopardize the essential assistance? And the deeper aspects of your personality won't show in a healthy relationship if you don't appreciate each other. Be valued by a lady who is solely interested in your finances, and today's Stoicism teaches us the importance of valuing our intrinsic value. By refusing to let external factors to define our worth in the contemporary society, when it's easy to become those who are focused on the race desire, financial achievement, but genuine Stoic satisfaction is derived from being welcomed for who we are not and comes from the heart. What we have because, after giving it some thought, you recognize that you deserve someone who can appreciate your sincerity. Your happiness and self-worth are more important than money and should never be compromised in order to meet superficial demands. Therefore, take her assertion that you don't generate enough money as a warning to reconsider your partnership and make it love, respect, and support for one another are the foundations of profoundly meaningful relationships. It takes courage and self-respect to keep wealth away from someone who is only interested in your money. Seek a partner who is willing to build a life with you and who embraces you for who you are. Founded on reciprocal assistance and common ideals, by upholding Stoic principles, you can lead a better and more fulfilling life. Remember that your contentment and self-worth are far more important. The sixth is that I don't trust you, regardless of how much money you have. If she tells you, I don't trust you, that's a severe warning sign that no healthy person should ignore. The foundation of each relationship must be trust, because without it, there would be lack of a solid foundation to build. Her distrust shows that she lacks continuously doubting you, which could lead to persistent allegations of distrust and disagreements. You'll find that you must constantly exercise caution in an attempt to maintain your integrity, which is not beneficial for you or the partnership, according to renowned professors. The definition of immense wealth is having few substantial possessions and few wants. The sixth one is, I don't trust you. For a relationship to be rich in trust, gestures are not required. Instead, when you think about it, mutual respect and belief are sufficient. Trust is about, there can be no stability or serenity in your life if you don't have faith that your partner will support and believe in you. If she doesn't believe in you, you should be trusted and offered the benefit of the doubt by someone who keeps questioning or doubting what you say while looking at your phone. Your behavior is extremely insulting and exhausting. Relationships are often defined by ongoing defense against baseless accusations in. Despite being tested, trust is more important than ever in today's society. You will never find stability and tranquility with a partner who is distracted by outside pressures, persistently doubtful and unable to recognize your own value. Marcus Aurelius accurately noted out, discovered that your level of happiness is determined by the quality of your life. If regularly, doubt and skepticism creep into your mind, happiness will inevitably decline. Therefore, you should reevaluate your partnership. You should have a spouse who values your trust if she tells you she doesn't trust you. Spend less effort trying to persuade someone who completely trusts you and who doesn't think you're worthy. Find someone who shares your values and acknowledges the advantages of reciprocal trust. This decision keeps you at rest of mind since it aligns with the Stoic way of thinking and achieves true Stoicism. The seventh sentence, "I'm too good for you," is a blatant warning sign of happiness. Things you shouldn't ignore when a woman repeatedly tells you that. This comment demonstrates a harmful attitude. You are too wonderful for them. Of superiority and a profound disregard for others, such behaviors are incompatible with the essential concept of mutual respect and love, that hearing it is detrimental to a relationship when someone always acts better than you, can cause an imbalanced power dynamic and diminish your sense of self-worth. Makes you feel inadequate and undeserving of the timeless knowledge of Stoicism. Philosophy enables us to recognize our inherent worth and prevent others from disparage us, as stated by the famous Stoic philosopher Marcus. Or, in Peyton's opinion, the best kind of retaliation, "I'm too good for you," is number 7, is to become different from the person who hurt you. This quote emphasizes how maintaining our moral integrity and self-respect is essential given the rudeness that pervades contemporary culture, making it far more crucial to internalize in certain circumstances. When external affirmation is often used to determine one's self-worth, the Stoic life lessons and recognize our intrinsic value. If someone consistently undercuts your worth, it's necessary to. Having the guts to stay in the relationship is about preserving your dignity and emotional well-being, not about getting even. Never compromise your dignity by staying in such a. Your inner peace may be disturbed by a hazardous atmosphere, which could leave you by applying. You may demonstrate your worth and your refusal to tolerate disrespect. Applying Stoic life lessons to your daily routine will help you navigate relationships with purpose and clarity. Understanding what Stoicism is and how it connects to your personal experiences can alter your perspective on interactions. It teaches you to value your dignity and respect yourself. Recognize when to leave a situation and bear in mind that maintaining your inner peace is essential for your personal health. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where you want to sacrifice your health for when someone repeatedly tells you that you are too wonderful for them, keep in mind the Stoic advice to value yourself and have the courage to go for your own mental health. If a woman repeatedly claims she's not over her ex, the 8th line is, "I'm not over my ex." Over her ex, which ought to be a major warning sign for you, according to this assertion. Emotional baggage and unresolved feelings that could negatively impact your development and harmony collaboration in the framework of present moment living and Stoicism, because adhering to the past, as the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely stated, is a fundamental idea. Begin living immediately and consider each day as a unique life. If she is still emotionally attached to the past or the present, she cannot give something her all. Relationship with you, this involvement might lead to unnecessary confrontation. Building a home on a shaky foundation causes uncertainty and inevitable. In the same way, trying to keep up a relationship with someone is bound to. "I'm not over my ex" comes in at number 8. Failure who nevertheless has strong ties to their past can only make them disappointed in a world where long-standing ties to the past constrain relationships. It's important to IC to help spouses comprehend the consequences of repressed emotions in a modern. An illustration would be a coworker who starts dating someone new, but frequently contrasts them with their previous connection, creating a toxic environment that hinders the new partnership's success. In this circumstance resonates with many individuals because it shows how past attachments may sabotage future possibilities. Considering current contentment, Your mental well-being need to be your primary concern as a uncompromising and unflinching satisfaction. You deserve a friend who is completely committed to the team and ready to begin a future with you. But she could need more time to heal if she's still self-centered and fixated on her ex. Discuss her past, assist her in achieving closure, and guide her forward. However, when one partner isn't meeting your personal needs and expectations, remember your own. It can be draining and distressing to be emotionally present to someone else if you are constantly compared to someone from. How would you feel about the past? These are important factors to think about. Could you ever be entirely satisfied in such a situation, since they help you think about the effects of maintaining a relationship with many unresolved issues? By responding to these questions can promote discussion and interaction amongst people going through. By doing similar things, you can let them know they're not alone. Resemble my friend's boyfriend more in any relationship. It's obvious when someone says you should be more like my friend's guy. These kinds of comparisons have the potential to erode mutual respect and trust over time. Over time, Stoicism can result in feelings of fear and hatred. A philosophy that prioritizes self-control and inner strength offers valuable teeters, famously said in his examination of this issue that it's not what happens to you, but how you handle it is what matters. If a lady consistently shows a deep-seated dissatisfaction, by drawing analogies to her friend's partner, you and occasionally unreasonable expectations, this behavior may undercut your confidence and sense of self-worth, creating an environment where you feel unworthy and under constant scrutiny. Respect and appreciation for each other's uniqueness are crucial elements of a fulfilling marriage. Consider the impact on your mental well-being. Instead of how they compare to others, it is imperative to develop a Stoic mindset. The ninth is, you should be more like my friend's boyfriend. By focusing on your actions and ignoring others, comparisons make you feel insufficient all the time. People's opinions. You can maintain your dignity and mental peace in accordance with. In his Meditations, the philosopher Marcus Aurelius emphasized the need of self-awareness, and the foundation of Stoicism is self-acceptance. Think about how you may, if you truly want to grow and thrive, is it fair to mold yourself into someone else's ideal? Always advise to be someone else if these comparisons continue, providing sacrificing your happiness and sense of self in the process. It's clear that she doesn't value you for who you are or what's best for your own well-being, even though breaking up with someone could be a wise move. Not mean giving up on love, but rather seeking a partnership in which you are valued and respected for who you are. Genuinely take into account your rights in a partnership. As Seneca wisely noted, there is no reason to settle for anything than thankfulness and unwavering love. Remember that we suffer more in our thoughts than in reality. Therefore, don't let long-term loneliness paralyzes you and keeps you in a toxic relationship with someone who doesn't genuinely value you. Accepting the Stoic will have a significant impact on your happiness and personal growth. Teachings and consciously decide to prioritize your mental and emotional health. You ought to be in a relationship founded on mutual respect and admiration, rather than one that is founded on. When managing this, keep in mind the Stoic principles regarding comparisons and unrealistic expectations. Precept rather than focusing on your manageable actions, responses, and when a woman says, I can do better than you, it's the ninth declaration. Can perform better than you. This is an offensive act, not just a remark. Of contempt and a pervasive lack of care for your individuality in light of what you offer. Such comments can significantly harm your feeling of self-worth and make you question your commitment to the connection. The concept of value Stoicism places a strong emphasis on inner and physical fortitude, offers valuable information here, and as Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, you will discover strength as you are in charge of your thoughts no matter what occurs around you. Thus, even if you don't have any, do you have control over how you react or over what other people say? To them, identifying such negativity as detrimental is essential to addressing it. Frequent remarks that minimize your worth are obvious indicators that the partnership lacks the foundation of. The key to a good partnership is mutual respect and gratitude. Often feel compelled by contemporary life to stay in partnerships that are not as satisfying. But the Stoic lesson here is to focus your thoughts and first and foremost, A healthy partnership should be a source of emotional well-being. The 10th is, I can do better than you, of mutual respect, love, and support in the event that your spouse consistently disregards your value, which suggests she merits a better. Using the Stoic notion, this is a warning sign that should not be ignored. Of self-respect is recognizing your worth and rejecting everything less than what you deserve in today's hectic environment. Understanding what Stoicism is will be beneficial. You handle these challenges gracefully, and maintaining your dignity is more important than reacting to every slight while choosing supportive relationships. It's never easy to break up with someone you love, but it's an essential, vital step in preserving your dignity and emotional health. The Stoic approach tells us to distancing ourselves from harmful influences and focusing on our own ideas, behaviors, and actions. And by doing so, we can find the bravery to abandon circumstances that disregard our importance. Remember to have a spouse who truly appreciates and adores. You would always highlight your positive traits instead of making you feel inadequate or undeserving, and support your growth as you maintain your composure while managing your relationships. Lessons that guide you towards living a life of inner strength and calmly. Don't let anyone's negative opinion dictate yours. Appreciate and seek out partnerships founded on mutual respect and sincerity. Gratitude is a life lesson that transcends the concept of only love. Self-appreciation can alter how you interact with the outside environment, and you create a happy and respectable life if you expect others to treat you with the same decency. Thus, if you use the statement, I can do better than you, as a guide to evaluate examine the connection closely, and if necessary, have the guts to leave. Understanding is the first step in creating a joyful and courteous relationship for your own protection. Relationship and drawing conclusions, Stoic from these Stoic life lessons. Life lessons Stoicism, leave her immediately if she says any of these 10 things. For your own benefit, when we conclude today's Win Stoic video, remember the crucial information. It is essential that you depart immediately for your own health. You should be with someone who respects and cherishes you if she tells you any of these 10 things. Don't disregard her caution. Indications. Give careful thought to these observations because your happiness and mental well-being are crucial while making decisions, can lead to a better, more satisfying existence. If you've experienced any of these warning signs, what do you think about them? Similar situations, and share your tales in the space provided for comments below. If you found this video helpful, please click the bell icon to receive updates on more Stoic life lessons are nonetheless insightful and powerful.